Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Ark Survival series on Fjordur. Really excited today, and today's episode is going to be a little bit of a base tour. Me and Twix decided to get this location here, which you're going to see in the background. Voila! And as everybody probably has already seen and knows, this is Helm's Deep, right? Located on the Fjordur map, actually at this location here, as you can see on the map. Fairly easy to get to. And this is Blue. Say hello, Blue. So, yeah, today we're gonna have a look at this amazing location. This is amazing, lads. This is beautiful. It's actually a beautiful looking valley, and I'll give you some historical facts afterwards, so stay tuned. Anyhow, yeah, me and Blue are gonna give you a little bit of a tour, and Layla as well. Say hello, Layla. Conveniently enough, I found Layla in a lake nearby. So yeah, let's just go inside and have a look at what we built so far, me and Twix. Let's start from the outside. As you can see, the outside skirts of the Helm's Deep, we enclosed a little bit of a wider area with foundations and Viking fences. Now these are part of the Viking mod, of the Eco Empire Viking mod. If you guys like to play with mods or whatnot, you definitely need to have a look at this. It looks amazing, and it really blends extremely well with this area in particular, but with all the Fjordur map. Seems to be done on purpose for it. So yeah, fairly nice looking. So let's take Blue and let's introduce you to the entrance. Now we haven't built much because obviously we are still in the first couple of days of playing on Fjordur, but man, this has to be one of the coolest location in the whole game. Let's close the door. Like, this huge gate is part of the mod as well. This is amazing. And yeah, so this is the left side, the left, like the, if you look at that way, probably is the right wing of the castle, and this is what we decided to keep the tames. So this is pretty much going to be like a taming pen. You're gonna have all your couples of dinos, and we're gonna use that for, you know, eggs and kibble and whatnot. Now, a small issue there is with this area that I managed to discover actually, is that there's a spawning point for dinos. It could be carbonimes, it could be parasaurs, it could be troodons, alpha raptors. So yeah, do pay attention to that if you decide to build in this area. But yeah, it's very beautiful, it's fairly flat, and I've decided to put like a few foundations and stuff down, just so that we can, you know, avoid spawn, you kind of to block the spawn points, although it is not very successful. I had a parasaur early, just roaming around, so yeah, in the future we're gonna have a better look at it and maybe pinpoint the exact location where the spawning point is and block that out. But yeah, now that's gonna be the left side. It's gonna be pretty much left like that. We just maybe gonna cover it a bit, I don't know, but I like this open areas of the valley, and so, you know, dinos have like plenty of space and they just roam around. So I'll put some of them on wandering because I like them, you know, like just to reflect like the nature of it, and just like go around. So now moving on to the right side of the wing, like the left side if you look the other way, you have this alley which we built, a couple of torches to illuminate ourselves at night. I have to say, it looks beautiful at night, but yeah, unfortunately it's daytime now, so well, it is what it is. And we go to this point. This is a little house, part of the Eco Empire mods, and inside here we decided to build a little kitchen. We have our mud oven where we can do like the Vikings recipes, which are amazing. Then we have the cooking station. This is works similarly to an industrial forge, but is actually part of the castle mod. So have a look at that as well. I'll put the links in the descriptions if you guys are interested into it. This looks like it works like basically an industrial forge. It only looks like 10 times better. So thank you modders for that. And this is where we cook all the bulk meat. It's basically our grill. So yeah, we have this little thing here. We're gonna do our kibble and all the recipes, cook it in here. It looks pretty well. It blended quite nicely with the surrounding areas. So yeah, then we move on this back alley, and here we have a greenhouse. We put all up, you know, your rocker roots, your save roots, and all your basic stuff to do the recipes and kibble and your soups and brews and all that. And I wanted at the back here, because this place looks amazing at the back. Excuse me, sir. What are you doing? Would you mind to move away? I have a pooper already, but he might want a partner. Move along, please. So, like I was saying, before I got rudely interrupted by a gentleman, this area here is very beautiful. I liked the idea of having like a fishing cabin, but the problem is that there's no fish. There is absolutely no fish. It's just there's nothing spawns in here except pigs. So yeah, so the idea, like, it's not gonna work. Anyhow, moving on. Let's take blue and go actually inside and show you a little bit. Now, it's not much. It's just the beginning, but I'll keep you updated when we progress and when we build more. However, I like this area so much that I don't think I want to build. I don't think I want to build much more of it. I'm actually thinking of keeping it this way and have it fairly untouched, because it simply looks amazing. It's stunning. There's not much you have to do to it. So on the right side, you will have this huge corridor. Right, this is a massive corridor, and inside of here, I was speaking with Twix, and we decided we're gonna have our breeding pen, because this is a huge area, and we could have this enclosed down with a behemoth gate, and have all the dinos bred in here when you get your mutations, you know, or later in the game when you actually have to do that. Pounds, baby, pounds. Yes. So yeah, pretty beautiful. You have that connection to the outside ring, and that leads you to the like inside ring of the castle, which I'm going to show you in a bit. It's fairly beautiful. Very, very nicely detailed and curated. Absolutely amazing. And in a bit, I'm going to give you a fun historical fact as well. So stay tuned for that. It's a curious fact, but you're going to love it. Now, in here, we have another like enclosed area, which is, in the beginning, I was planning on putting the greenhouse and the kitchen house in here, because it's very flat and it looks amazing. But the problem I have is one simple issue. This water doesn't act as it should. It's not water. And you also have your spawning points as well, so you'll have to deal with that. Sir or madam, whatever, please just go away. This is a private property. You shouldn't be in here. It's illegal. Please, please just die. This is self-defense. I'll call the police. Anyhow, yeah. My god, this is tanky. What level are you? What level are you? Oh, we're 290, obviously. Why not? Obviously, Carbonemi spawns at 290 and level 300, because why not? And then when you search for a tame, it's gonna be a low level one, so yeah. Anyhow, let's kill this thing really quick, because it's decided to rudely interrupt me and bore me. So yeah, texture is not, for some reason, doesn't cleanse you at first. So if you try to put an intake pipe inside, it doesn't work either. So that's pretty bad. So I didn't want to take the intake pipe from all the way down outside of the fences and take it up here. I just got lazy, so I built the greenhouse on the other side. And I decided I'm gonna keep this one for like different creatures. In here I'm gonna have like the aggressive carnivore big ones, such as Rexes, Gigas, and Spinos and whatnot. So yeah, Moving up this at night looks amazing with the torches. So yeah, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. My plan in here is to build a Fjordur bird cage, a massive one. Probably enlarge the tower up top, go up with some stairs, and then build it in there and have all the Fjordhawks roaming around, like, you know, on wonder and whatnot. So yeah, that's something I want to build in. That's a future project, but I do want to build that because it looks amazing. And then probably the view from up there is going to be stunning. So yeah, and then moving inside, you have the huge garden side of the castle, which I have to say, this is big. This is proper big. And yeah, you could build in here. However, on official, probably is gonna be slightly different. We are not on official. We are on a dedicated server. We have clipping options on. We can clip anything. We can clip the structures to the ground. We can put foundations anywhere. We don't have any inconvenience, so to speak, from that point of view. But I do reckon on official you're probably going to have, so you'll have to find a workaround. But you eventually not going to be able to use the whole area as you might want to, which is a shame really. But Wildcard, please do something about it for these lads. But yeah, we don't have any issues. I'll show you in a bit. I managed to put like a feeding trough right here, and yeah, we could do that. We managed to put the beds down there. I'll show you in a bit that as well. But yeah, you have this in a ring with this door that I was really. Did you spawn up there as well? Anyhow, so yeah, this door doesn't lead to anything. It doesn't open, which is a shame. I thought this is gonna go inside the tower, but it doesn't. But it's cool. It's cool. But yeah, whatever. Moving on. This inner ring that you could do something with it. You could build on it, or you could just keep your flying tames or whatnot. I'm planning on putting the 2 quets down there where the PTs are at the moment, and then move up. Here's a couple of RGs, a couple of PTs and whatnot. So I'll keep the flyers all around this inner ring, and the Fjordur up there. And then in here we had a little workshop going on because we had to settle the base and get some materials and stuff, and you know, knocks and things going. So we put a couple of fridges, storages, vaults, a couple of stations for crafting for the castle one, torches, because Twix, that's the first thing Twix did. He came in here, did the torches, and dropped the Deinonychus eggs. Now he's a massive fan of the Deinonychus. I get that, but he's so obsessed with it that in the first episode you'll see that. Go and have a check if you haven't already. He risked it for the biscuit, and he went in the valley where they spawn and grabbed all of the eggs in the valley and made a pack. That's the first thing Twix did on the map, right? He loves them so much that he built a pack day one. Right, he didn't care if he could get imprinted or not. He just went like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna do it, and put the torches down and and dropped all the eggs and got the pack going. That's Twix. Twix is obsessed with Deinonychus. He loves them so much. Now I have to say they're pretty beautiful, and they're pretty OP. Look at that! Boom! Yeah, they're amazing. They're amazing. Anyhow, yeah. We got the forges. This is like an industrial forge, but it's part of the castle mod. It looks a lot better, honestly. Aesthetic, much more pleasant, and also it works better with the environment with this castle build. Yes, and then we move inside where I'm planning to move the workshop in a bit. I'll just need to get some more resources. Something that's gonna happen today. So we're gonna move it in here. I want to get everything nicely organized and tied in here with chemistry bench, fabricator, storages, smithies, forges, and all in here, and then have like the throne room with trophies on the mount or on the walls, like wall mount trophies. However, they don't clip to the walls. Same issues with the outside. You might also have that on official. but we'll need to find the workaround. Now, I probably would be able, because I can clip through walls, I'll probably be able to put some pillars inside and then make it clip to the pillar as if it was the external pillar and drop some mounts in there. I'll put some taxidermist's bays around here and put some trophies and whatnot, and then have the throne room where me and Twix are gonna sit, have a chat, and decide on projects, and you know, everything we decide to do, we're gonna decide it in here, which is pretty amazing. Now that doesn't look very nice. Yeah, it's fine. And then you have the cave on the back here. Now, even if you play with you know, like small tribes, big tribes, or whatnot, you play on official, you play PvE, you play with multiple people. If you get this cave, you're not gonna block anything important, from my understanding. There's no artifacts in there. It's just basic resources. You have your silica pearls. There's some, obviously, some scorpions, snakes, probably some bats as well might spawn in here. I'm not sure. I haven't seen any at the moment. As of now, so I'm not sure, but yeah, block this area down. You don't want to build something in here and then have an entrepreneur just destroy everything. You don't want that, trust me. So yeah, block that down. But yeah, this place is amazing. This is what we got so far, but I don't know how we want to build exactly. I know I have the project for the Fjordur, and that's gonna be a massive project because I want to build like huge tower. I don't know if it's gonna be with greenhouse pieces or regular stone pieces. It's probably going to use the castle pieces to make like huge windows in there and have the Fjordugs just roam around. This is going to be amazing. Yes. I put some foundations over there to block that spawn point where the turtle is, and it doesn't seem to work. But yeah, pretty bad. Also, you do have some metal up here. Actually, since I'm here, let me go and grab my, we have obsidian, as you can see. Plenty of obsidian up here. Plenty of metal, rocks, and there's a couple of oil veins. I managed to find 3 of them. I put the pumps down. And yeah, it's amazing. Let me actually get the oil. Ooh, baby! Well, now, the server's been on for a couple of days. We didn't manage to play because we were busy with work. But yeah. That's the beauty of a server. You just come and everything gets done. Amazing. So, yeah. You have, like, metal veins, you have obsidian, spawn fairly quickly, and it's just basically near your base, so nothing better than that. And look at the visuals. Look at the visuals. This looks absolutely amazing. It's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. You do have, from what I've seen, a spawn point in this little sort of pool in here, where this wall is. And I found an alpha raptor in here, funny enough. So if you need to grind some rune stones, maybe come here and have a check. It should be in there. It is spawned mine after a couple of days, but I managed to find another one on this side of on this little lake. And I took that out. So yeah, there should be a couple of alpha spawn points. So keep that in mind. So basically you have all your resources and all your stuff in here. Absolutely amazing. Now Blue, come here. I found Blue in the little back area garden. Was a level 280 or 270, so I couldn't pass on the opportunity to get it. So I've done it. And now Blue is part of the family. I think he likes it. He enjoys being in here. Let me drop some weight and stamina into you. Anyhow, yeah, so... Now let me give you a fun fact of the day. Man, this looks up. Now, this is Helm's Deep, right? This is part of the Lord of the Rings lore. Now, everybody, I suppose, is fairly familiar with it. But the historical fact I want to tell you about has to do with Helm's Deep, how Helm's Deep came about, and this huge valley. Now you imagine, in 1915 or 1916, a gentleman is going on a honeymoon trip with his wife in the west side of England to see a little village called Cheddar, right? And this little village is a touristic point and has Cheddar show caves, which are inside a valley made of limestone sort of gorge side steeps, as you can see, like similar to this valley over here, right? But this is an actual place in Somerset, England, in the west side of England. And this gentleman was so amazed by this valley and the caves and all the location that he actually used that as inspiration to write about it in his books. And the gentleman's name was Tolkien. And this is how Helm's Deep came about. He took inspiration from this limestone gorge and this Mendip Hills Valley in Somerset, England, to create the Lord of the Rings Helm's Deep. And this is also the place where the oldest complete human skeleton has been found in like 1903 or 1905, something around the early 19. And it was estimated to be around 9,000 years old, and it was still like complete human skeleton. So yeah, have at it. A fun historical fact for you guys. Curious how life goes, but yeah, I'm actually loving the lore that the devs decided to put this into the game. It's phenomenal. An applause. Great job, well done, and very detailed and well curated. And man, the visuals are amazing. Even Blue is enjoying them so much. Look at that. Anyhow, this is about what I have for today. Now we're gonna have to do some progress on the base, so I'll meet with Twix later on. We're gonna grind some materials. We're gonna decide a little bit what we're gonna do today. Probably we're gonna go and explore a bit, because I'm eager to see what lurks around this area, as we haven't explored much as of now. But we're gonna do that in a bit later on today, and then we're gonna come up with a video about that. And then I have another video coming about Twix losing his mind completely over learning how to tame an Andrew circus. Because fun fact for you lads, we didn't know how to tame one. We didn't watch any tutorials and stuff. We just went with the flow by instinct, and it took us about an hour and a half to understand how it actually works and be successful. And I'll have a video about that coming up. Twix, he was literally like crazy about it. Wanted to get an Andrew circus, but yeah, he was losing his mind, because it's so easy to lose progress on Andrew circus if you don't pay attention to it. So yeah, anyhow, I'll leave you guys to it. Oops, I overshot the little bridge. Me and Blue are gonna go for a spin. Gonna go get some materials done. We're gonna get something, some grinding done. Is it Blue? Then maybe we're gonna go on a little bit of a trip to see what's lurking around the area. So you lads, have yourself a good day and take care.